Yeah, dude, what do you think? Gotta be happy with that.
Beautiful little striped bass.
Look at this fish Stager just got. Look at this chrome beauty. This one's going home with us too.
That's a good beauty.
That's gonna go great with our super thick New York steak. I'm Chris Blanchard. I'm Asher Wren. And you're watching The Bite. All right, what's up, guys? So first I want to start out by saying, let Washington fish, man. That's ridiculous that they are closed right now. Fishermen invented social distancing. Seriously. I mean, most of us get away fishing just to get away. It doesn't even matter if we catch fish. But anyway, enough about that. Today we're up here at Fern Ridge Reservoir fishing the Long Tom River. Tons of species down there. As you can see, it kind of winds back over this way, and there's just tons of fishing spots. It comes out of Fern Ridge Reservoir, and I'm waiting for Asher right now. I'm up here just kind of doing a little intro, talking about some things, but Asher should be here in a little bit, and we're gonna get down and try to catch some fish. I think the goal for today will be probably some big carp. There's so many species in here. We got carp, bluegill, crappie, bass, catfish, cutthroat, trout. There's probably some rainbows in here. There's even like some hybrid little, I don't even know what they are. There's so many species in here to catch. So the goal for today, I think, is, you know, big carp, but I also think it could be, let's see how many species we get. So stay with us, let's do this.
Jesus Christ, there's, you guys, I'm not joking, you guys. There is 15, 20 cars in the parking lot right here. Like, look, I'm gonna even try to show you this. Guys, look at how many people are in the parking lot here. Totally insane. Look, recreation area closed.
All right, Asher just rolled in. The old white wagon just rolled in. Yeah, I was just saying you rolled in. We're gonna try all kinds of different baits today. We're gonna show you some crazy carp baits and stuff like that. I think we're just gonna pull out the whole arsenal of baits. So
it looks like everybody realized it was such a nice sunny day that it was time to get out and go fishing, and they all are just hammering these couple of spots. So we're gonna go find somewhere else a little bit more secluded. We're not trying to be in a crowd right now, so you know, we'll see what that ends up like. Stay tuned, stay safe, stay 6 feet apart from people.
what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
There's people everywhere here.
You look really nicely dressed in your button up.
Do I?
Yep. Classy.
It's just because I'm not wearing waders. Like when I rock waders, I just wear some gnarly shirt underneath and a jacket on top. And it's just like a nice, regular sunny day.
I finally got to wear this dang shirt with no hoodie on. Boom, no bananas.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like a decent spot.
Yeah, dude, this is our spot. Look, I wonder if they can see. See those shadows? See those?
Oh my gosh.
Those are all carp just stacked up on the bank over
huge
there.
school of carp over there. This is our spot.
Yeah, this is our spot. We're gonna get up in there, you guys.
Just another spot. We got to clean up trash. All right, guys. So we found our spot. There's a huge school of carp we can see on the other side of the creek. A couple people fishing on either side of us, but I have a good feeling we're about to get into a bunch. There's trash everywhere here, though. We're gonna clean up trash today too. I think that's gonna be another thing on the roster.
Look at the little mosquitoes I just killed, you guys. There's a lot of them out here. It's actually rough. Like, look, 3 mosquitoes in one slap. So we got to our spot, and you can just see the carp stacked up across the creek here. The water's a little murky, so I'm not even going to spin you guys around to see if you can see them, because you won't be able to. They're just kind of shadows that maybe look like logs. But there is probably 40 fish right on the other side of the waterway, just kind of sitting there. So we're going to set up, get everything in place, and try to smash a couple of fish real quick.
Meet me at the fishing hole. Meet me at the fishing hole.
good carp right there.
Alright, first fish of the day. Seems like it's gonna be a good carp. I know when the other rods are gonna go off. We're about to have one.
Oh, dude, it's not a tiny fish. I mean, it's not a monster, but it's a good size. It's an alright fish.
Oh, that's a good carp. That's a good 6-7 pounder. A lot of the fish in here, the average is like 5 pounds.
Right. I think that if we were gonna get up in that 20-year range, it's gonna be up in the reservoir itself.
Yeah.
Woo!
So that's our goal. We're gonna smash out a bunch of fish, have a good little day, and then we're gonna go up and try to get them all out of the harbor. That is a good fish. That might be actually
Super light line on here. Fun stuff. Look at that right there. Here, I'm getting caught in this other line. Look at that right there. Beautiful carp. She's probably, I don't know, maybe 6-7 pounds, maybe even a little bit more. She could be 8 to 10. Let's get this hook out of her lip real quick. Should be a pretty easy little pop out. Look at that beautiful fish right there. We're gonna try to get into a few more. Whoa! Well, there she goes. First fish of the day, slightly sloppy release, but she's swimming away and good, so that's what it is. Let's try to get into another one. Yeah.
changed it up a little bit. Asher built out a little spot to beach them in, bring them in through here, and just be able to lay here and film them and release them safely and respectfully.
When I take down your fishing pole and meet me at the fishing hole, we may not get a bite all day, but don't you rush away. What a great place to rest your bones, and mighty fine for skipping stones. You feel fresh as a lemonade, a setting in the shade. Whether it's hot, whether it's cool, oh, what a spot for whistling like a fool. What a fine day to take a stroll and wander by the fishing hole. I can't think of a better way to pass the time of day.
Anglefish.
We'll have no need to call the roll when we get to the fishing hole. It'll be you, me, and old dog Trey to doodle time away. If we don't hook a perch or bass, we'll cool our toes and dewy grass, or else pull
They're so hard to
a
hold.
weed to chaw and maybe set and jaw. Hanging around, taking our ease,
Nice carp.
watching that
Oh,
hound.
good one.
A scratch
Got a couple battle scars, but not too many.
Come on, take
Out there doing
down
spawn
your
things.
fishing pole and meet me at the fishing hole. I can't think of a better way to pass
Suck
the
it up,
time
rubber
of
lip.
day.
You're on.
Double up.
2 at a time.
No, but I almost did. I really almost just doubled up, you guys. My one rod whammed over, and as I was grabbing it, this one went down, and I hooked up. Damn, that would have been really fun.
That would've been hilarious.
I would have had to have Chris come over and help me out.
I wouldn't have. I would have let him reel both in to make it even funnier.
That would've been a disaster, dude.
See, he's got about an average size carp on right now. I'll bring this camera up, show you guys. This is probably your average size. There's a lot of small ones too. It's hard to tell. Sometimes this is your average, and sometimes really tiny ones are your average.
He's maybe just short of average.
Yeah, I mean he's 3 pounds maybe,
Just a little guy.
but
He just swam into the bank right here and then hooked me up on this root,
nice.
and then swam away. Smart fish.
He's going on a classic carp move.
Smart fish. It's actually fighting harder than I expected. Beautiful fish right there.
That is
Nice big long tom river carp. That's a big beast of a fish. Lots of fun. It's a beautiful spring day. You can see it got a little roughed up there, bouncing off the rocks. But they're super hardy fish. They're going up and down the rapids here and stuff a lot, and it could have even sustained some of those injuries earlier. So beautiful, beautiful fish. Let's get this one back in the water. On its way.
One's still green. Another nice carp. That one's got a nasty one on it. Alright, you fought hard. You go home. Need a bite.
Which one? No. Hey, there we go. Hey, what is it?
I thought I seen a bite on it. Ooh, is it a cat?
Yeah, it's a little catfish.
It's a catfish. Another species. Another species.
First cast. A little worm, just to see if I could change the species up. And sure enough, immediately we got one of these little bullheads. There's a lot of these in here. Bullhead catfish, if you're unfamiliar, have gnarly little spines on the tips of their fins right there. And they're not real poisonous or nothing, but they do leave a little burn if you happen to poke yourself. It kind of looks like his had been like broken off or something. Usually they have much gnarlier spines, but look, he's not letting go of that worm. It's okay, we'll let him eat it. Oh, yeah, he just poked me a little bit, but yep.
Another species on the day.
Hey, come on now, man. You're getting fish all over my pants. Another little catfish. He's freaking out. He wants to go back in the water. But you know what's wild is that this catfish can survive for days out of water. Days and days, these little bullheads can survive on land. Beautiful little fish. We're gonna get him back in the water. And maybe let's try to get a third species for the day.
Carp will eat anything. And I happened to find a chicken nugget. So we're gonna put a chicken nugget on a rod and see if a carp will eat it. We're just gonna do about that size.
Oh, let's get it.
We're gonna hook it on there. All right, chicken nugget. But I think we have a good shot at it. Maybe not in here because the numbers are so big.
Hey!
Oh, chicken nugget fish!
Chicken nugget fish! Double up!
Chicken nugget fish!
We're doubled up even though my fish has no glory. No glory in my little cat, but we'll put that back and we'll
well, when your chicken nugget goes bad,
when your chicken nugget goes bad,
you can still use it. It's a good carp. I can't believe it, just hit the chicken nugget.
Oh man, now I'm jelly and I want a chicken nugget.
I saved some.
Really?
Maybe it's the hot bait today.
I could use some chicken nugget too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, chicken nugget carp. I was hoping it wasn't a cat, because I know you can catch cat on them. You can catch cats on everything too, but that's so awesome.
Oh, that's a good sized looking carp, dude. Maybe the big boys prefer
Like
a little
chicken
chicken.
Maybe you put the chicken in the dough flavor. Fighter. That's good. Get into our little safe harbor. Didn't bend on. Oh, you fighter.
Oh, he broke off.
Same old story, the big one got away.
Pretty quick release them, but dude, chicken nugget? Are you kidding me?
He wanted that chicken nugget so bad, he wasn't willing to let go of the line.
He still has it, so. Chicken nugget fish. Let's see if we can't get another one on the nugget. Maybe it was just a fluke. We'll just pretend like the first one was a fluke.
We're in Oregon, everything likes nuggets. Well, that was a nice carp. Oh, hey! Oh, I was gonna say he feels like a better one, but I would have been wrong if I had said he feels like a better one.
They're so nasty.
It'd be cool if we had big channels or big flatheads or something that was a little more impressive. Another little catty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
There's a nice another long Tom River carp. He's got a couple nice battle wounds on him, but he's relatively clean compared to the other ones. A big bash on his head. They get rowdy in there like bulldogs. Let's get him back in.
Well, you guys, we're having a total blast out here. Super nice and sunny. We're smashing catfish and carp. Lots of carp. It's actually really hot. We're smashing lots of carp. As you can see, they're breaking right in the shady pools across the river, right down like that. And we almost just had a double up. Chris has put probably half a dozen away. I might have put half a dozen away. I haven't actually been counting.
Yeah, quite a bit of fish.
But you know, we put quite a few fish on the bank. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to probably head up to the reservoir and try to get into some bigger fish here in a minute.
Going for 20 pounds.
Or yeah, maybe go over to one of these little waterways and see if we can't get into a different species. But it's been super fun. We're kind of wrapping up this location. Chris might get on to another one right here. When you're fishing for carp, they'll eat pretty much anything. Chris caught one on a chicken nugget. We're using dough balls, corn. Corn's legal in Oregon to use for bait. Just no chumming is legal in Oregon. And we've caught some catfish on some worms. You can definitely catch carp on worms. There's a gentleman online, I'll leave a link in the description, Captain Carp. He has lots of different videos of how to make up different bait balls, different clump baits, different boilies, stuff like that. So he's got a whole long series of different baits that you can use for carp. And I'll send that little link down there. I'll also show you guys how I made the dough that we're using to catch fish today, right now. So check that out. Got to this location here. We're at Orchard Point Marina on Fern Ridge Reservoir, and the water level is just high enough that we can get into some fish. We came by and checked it out a little bit earlier, and I was thinking that wouldn't be worth fishing here. You can see there's only maybe a foot of water here underneath the dock. Same throughout this whole little bay right here. And when you come to the end of this dock, it deepens up into maybe 3-4 feet of water, and you can see a couple of big school of carp just out off the other side of it, swimming around, feeding off the surface. So we're gonna try to creep out there and see if we can't get bait in the water for them.
All right, guys, so we just showed up to the marina. We We already spotted some carp laying up against that rock wall over there. The water's really shallow in here. We were actually surprised there was any water at all. We're definitely early in the game, but we're going to throw out some dough balls, throw out some corn, throw out some other kinds of baits, maybe another chicken nugget, I don't know yet, and try to get after them. So
I'll show you guys our little spot. It's a cool little place to post up. We're on the tee of this dock here at the marina. Right on the other side of us, there's this wall of stones. This is almost like a little jetty kind of a thing. It's a man-made structure. And right on the other side of that is the open reservoir. And it's quite a bit of water out on that other side. Guys, I'm going to show you an interesting way to do some carp fishing. It's called pack baiting. In the state of Oregon, chumming isn't legal. You can't ever chum your water that you're fishing in to bring fish into the area, when chumming can be a really effective way to bring in catfish and carp and stuff like that. So what you want to do is you want to take this ball. This is some pack that I made. You want to take this pack bait and you want to pack this all the way around your weight. So I have this all packed up around my weight right there, so that's going to just sit like that, right? Now I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to just smash it into the side of this a little bit right there on top, so that that corn sits right there a little bit exposed, and that when the fish is sucking on this whole thing, that corn is going to come right out there and it's going to be easy for them to get to that, right? So technically, chum is any bait thrown in the water without a hook attached to it. So this whole ball of bait here is now attached to my hook. So when this hits the water, it's going to dissolve a bit, it's going to break down. All of this corn and this panko and this flavor is going to spread out, and what's going to be left is going to be my weight, a pile of this stuff sitting on the bottom, and this bigger section of corn with my hook attached to it. So I'm going to lob this whole thing out on the bottom and let it sit there. All of this is going to break down, and there's just going to be a pile of it spread out around my hook with my hook sitting in the middle. So hopefully this right here can't put us onto one of those bigger fish.
there's another species, somewhat. We believe it's another species. Maybe you guys can comment down below and let us know if you guys know about them, but it's basically like a goldfish, dude. It looks like one of the carp, but it's just stouter, shorter, kind of has different fins on it. But I mean, I hate to say it, but this thing is beautiful. I'd put that thing into an aquarium or something. I'll get the hook out and I'll show you guys a little more. So that was on a worm. But if you can see this side, let me show you the other side. Got a little spot. Cool little spot on him. He is chubby. Like, he's been eating really good. Cool little fish. I mean, it's a carp of some sort, but is it, is it the normal common carp? Let me know down below. I swear that's another one. Nah, that's another.
No, this one's like a common, just a little. Oh, maybe it's not.
I don't know.
It's
stout and fat.
Woo!
Look at the size of that thing's
Whoa,
belly.
whoa, it's gonna take my rod if I don't.
The belly on this thing. These things been eating good.
Whoa. Come on, pull it, bud. Pull it just a little bit. Just give me one quick sec.
So hard to grab them.
Yeah. Carp are just covered in plates, and their scales are big and slimy. All right. Belly on that thing. Look at the belly on this one. So this is another potentially different species. We're not really sure. It's definitely got this big, stout, chubby belly. I wonder what it's been eating in there. It's a little bit shorter, but that's a beautiful, beautiful fish. This kind of looks more like a common carp. It could be slightly hybrided. I think this might just be a common, and it's just a little short, stubby one, where that one Chris caught was maybe something a little bit different. But what a cool fish. Look how thick that tail is. That's why that fish was able to fight so hard. Look at the size of that thick tail on it. We're gonna get him back into the water and get another one. Fun fish. Bye, babe. All right, you guys, we had a blast here fishing this dock location at Orchard Point Marina. Put a couple of carp away. They look a little different than the ones we caught this morning. Probably
Cleaner,
the same species.
nicer.
Cleaner, nicer reservoir fish. Probably the same species, but they had a different look, maybe slightly different genetics or something like that. I'm gonna maybe do a little looking up later. If you guys are experts on carp, let us know in the comments below. And we're gonna get out of here, go fish the dam for a bit, because it looks like it's gonna be perfect for sunset. So we'll catch you guys over at the dam. When this thing's full of boats, it's not really as good at fishing because it's full of boats. So we sit right there on the bank and just jump in the water and catch fish and stuff and play when we were kids. And I haven't caught a carp in that 25, 30 pound range out of here for a long time. But I know they exist, and you know, maybe we'll get one this summer. I haven't been carp fishing lately. I've been going for the glory species, salmon and lingcod and steelhead and big bass and stuff like that. But carp are back on the menu. So. Not really, I'm not eating them, but you know what I mean? They're back on the menu. So,
brings out a lot of species.
yeah. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go get up to the dam, see what we can't catch up there. Maybe just some more carp, maybe some catfish. Probably throw some bass plugs and some other lures just to see what's going on. Who knows? But lots of fun. Hope you guys are having some too.
All right, so we're just gonna go a little bit up the road. Try to get some evening bite carp. Asher's getting into his, I'm getting into mine, we're out of here.
Hey, we just got pulled up to the dam right here. What? TheBite? Yeah, no space. Just TheBite. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, man.
Check out Marina right now. Yeah, if you're just like
Got some kids over here, some subscribers.
Something like that, you'll smash them. Yeah, we just went there like a couple weeks ago and just like, yeah, catching nice trout. They just stocked it like pretty heavily too. So that's definitely the spot I'd be going. But if you guys are just trying to fight fish, man, go down the river. Yeah, dude, we slayed them. What's that? Hell yeah. Yeah, there's tons of carp in the river right now.
Yeah, right down there. You're fishing with power bait up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not going to really produce a lot, man.
We got some extra corn. If you guys want some corn, you guys can run down the river.
Yeah, corn. Like up here, you could catch a carp or some catfish or something like that on corn, worms, or dough balls or something. But there's probably not a lot in here that's going to eat power bait, to be real. Yo, see this thing? Yeah. This ball. Hey! Don't let your dog eat it. That's dough. But you ball that up around a hook, and a carp will take that for sure.
Like guaranteed.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
It's sticky.
But it's the shit.
Well, we just got to our third spot of the day. The dam and spillway is to the right of me, right over here, and to the left of me, the water is just open and goes all over this boat ramp and the marina on the other side. And so we're gonna post up right here and try to fish some of this deeper water. The water levels in the reservoir are pretty low right now, but generally speaking, if water levels are low in a reservoir, the dam is gonna be the deepest area because everything kind of backs up behind there. So it's still pretty deep around here. We're gonna post up for a little bit, watch the sunset, and try to get in some fish. So, woo-wee!